So this is an antipasti frittata. The only thing I cook from scratch for this is just I saute some onions. Of course, we add our garlic after we've sweat out the onion a little bit so it doesn't singe in the pan. We give that a little swirl. And now we're going to add our meats, whatever was left over from your antipasti. I used a mix of salami and different types of ham. I have some spicy capicola, a couple pieces left of that. I have some salami with herbs and salami with black pepper. And I just run my knife through this and render those meats out. They're already salted and cured. We just want to get a little bit of the fat out of them and start crisping them up at the edges. So I just chop and drop the meats into the pan. So we let the meat sweat out a little bit and crisp up at the edges. While that's working, we take all of our vegetable scraps. So if you put out a giant antipasti, you take a lot of help from the store. You can buy marinated sun-dried tomatoes, and I just run the knife through a little marinated sun-dried tomato. I have some leftover marinated mushrooms, quartered with a little hot pepper. It's only about a quarter cup of each of these things. It's literally the leftovers. We have a little bit of quartered artichoke heart. Throw that all down into the mix. And a couple of my roasted red peppers. Again, you can make them or just buy them at the deli counter. Then we've got our eggs. 10 should be enough, but if you want to be super safe, do 12. So we're going to throw in our parsley, salt and pepper, and then you take your cheese scraps. We had some provolone on this one. Provolone, mozzarella, any of the cheeses that you put out on your antipasti, fine for in here. I fine chop that, beat it up with the eggs, pour that right over the top, and throw it in the oven. I'm going to show you a simple salad to turn this into a complete meal right after this. I love making salad dressing in a jar. You can make double or triple what you need and just leave the jar in the fridge. Generally speaking, what I recommend is to make a big mix of salad that you'll enjoy eating with lots of meals all week long. So this is just a tre colore salad, a three-color salad. Endive, radicchio, romaine, or arugula. Pick any mix of greens that look good. I add a little onion to my salad, and I add some fresh fennel. In this jar, I'm making literally the simplest salad dressing I could think of. It's grainy or regular Dijon mustard and honey. So honey and mustard are a great balance. So we've got honey, balsamic vinegar or white balsamic vinegar or wine vinegar, doesn't matter. And I use about the same amount or a fat tablespoon of the honey as I did of the mustard, okay? If you want, you can grate in, and I normally do, grate in a little bit of garlic, therefore you're pasting the garlic, and grate in a little bit of onion. You're pasting the onion. Or you can grab your bottle of granulated garlic and just shake a little in there and do the same thing with its best friend, granulated onion. Then we add salt and pepper. And I've got about 2 tablespoons of vinegar in here. So that means we want 3 times that amount of oil. And then give it a shake and you're good to go. I'm gonna dress this, and we've got one frittata in the kitchen resting. When we come back, we'll plate it up. This is obviously our antipasti frittata. It's got our little bits of ham, provolone, salami. Now, if you serve this at a party, what you want to do is cut it into strips, kind of like the way we used to serve cakes at parties. Instead of wedges, you cut them into strips and then cut them into smaller portions across, and then they're cocktail bites. If you're serving them as an entree, right, cut them into 6 or 8 wedges, depending on how much food you're serving for the rest of the brunch. Pop it onto your plate. What's great about these is you can serve them room temperature. They're delicious cold the next day. See, it's not so uptight, like, oh my God, we have to eat it this second while it's hot. So we have a nice slice of that, and then that simple salad that you dress when you need it. You're good to go.